Look at this idiocy. Alien invasions because we shot down 2 UFOs. Oh my god. 2 UFOs. Now, I want you to remember that in the years leading up to all this bullshit, they've been going on and on about UFOs and extraterrestrials a lot the past couple of years. Uh, and every time they do, and they say, oh, well, we see these flying objects up in the sky that we don't know where they come from, but they move so fast that our jets can't keep up with them, and that they fly in ways that we can't comprehend, or whatever the fuck they say. So now they want you to believe that they suddenly got lucky and tagged one of these unidentified objects. And then on top of that, a week or so ago, we shot down a Chinese spy balloon, but now suddenly it's UFOs up there flying around, and we managed to shoot one down, even though we've had trouble even keeping up with them on radar and all that over the past couple of years. But now suddenly we was able to tag one with a jet. Sounds to me like they shot down another Chinese spy balloon or a drone, or it was just nothing at all, and they want you to just believe whatever the fuck they come up with. You want to know why that is more likely than it being an actual alien? Because if it was an actual fucking alien spacecraft, we'd be fucking seeing some War of the World bullshit right about now. Because, to put it simply, if it's aliens, look at it this way, from our perspective in space. We are just getting to the point where we're perfecting putting robots on Mars. Robots, not people, robots. But an alien civilization, that would be possible, putting spaceships not only in our atmosphere, but if these spaceships are manned by the organic species that created them, like, say, their people, and they're able to freely fly around in our atmosphere and do all the shit the people that believe in UFOs think and do, like, say like abduct people and do experiments on them with the whole probe bullshit, like so many people have said. We don't stand a flying chance against that type of technology. So the idea that we managed to somehow shoot down one of these UFOs, these aliens, after not being able to do so for so very long, according to the media. And also know every time they show these flying UFOs, every time I've seen them, it's always been the 3 or 4 same clips. There's never nothing new. At least to my knowledge. And then this day and age, anybody could render together some bullshit in an animation studio with video game characters, and then put some filters and bullshit on it and make it look like it's real. Just as long as people talk about it and say it's real, people would think it's real. Especially if it's a news media outlet, because people unfortunately trust those above everything else. So my thinking is whatever they quote unquote shot down, shot down, even if they've shot down anything at all, more than likely been another Chinese spy balloon. I highly doubt it was an alien UFO. Because if it was an alien UFO, we'd be going outside and seeing some fucking Star Wars or the world's bullshit by now. And that's the whole thing I've had problems with the whole aliens. Because they say aliens, they're I think Stephen Hawking said it best. First contact with them will most likely be hostile. And the example Stephen Hawking used for that was when European settlers from Spain came to South America back in like the 1400s or some shit. And they basically just exterminated all the Aztecs and Mayans. Because they're like, you all have shit we want, and we're gonna fucking get it. And you bastards ain't gonna do shit to stop us. And that's pretty much what happened. Because the Europeans had rifles and body armor and hundreds of thousands of years of, combat experience backed up in history. I mean, 1492, that's pretty fucking far into European history. Been a while since Rome had fell. Quite a few, a century or several centuries at least since the fall of Rome. By the time the Spaniards came over, and they'd already been in several wars as the country of Spain against other European nations. So yes, by the time the Spanish conquistadors made it to South America, it was a game over deal for the Aztecs, Mayans, people that lived here. Not to mention the disease that they brought with them unknowingly. Because once you develop immunity to the disease, you aren't aware that when you go to another place, you're going to spread said disease into the population, and they're not going to have a fucking chance against it. So, Stephen Hawking's theory was that if we made first contact with aliens, it would be very much to that same effect. And personally, if they're that advanced over us, like we got fighter jets, we've got modern mechanized military units, we've got air forces, we got modern weaponry that can wipe the floor with pretty much just about anybody. And I'm talking the globe over. But we haven't been able to put a human being on the planet Mars yet. So this whole idea that, if the aliens are going to invade, we'd be able to, no, we're going to, at most, it's going to be like the Tom Cruise movie, War of the Worlds. We're going to be hiding in the fucking basement, scared out of our minds as we watch the fucking tripods march across the plane, terraforming our planet to suit their needs, scared the fucking death that they're going to come down in the basement and abduct us next. So that's why I believe this bullshit isn't aliens, or the whole alien thing's a big old bunch of distraction bullshit. Because if it were aliens, we would fucking know by now, and it wouldn't be pretty. So anytime I see aliens or UFO bullshit, they're using that to cover for something else. Especially now that they're claiming, we shot down one of these UFOs, even though our planes and jets in the last 3 or 4 years haven't been even able to stay in the same airspace as these fucking flying objects. But we got lucky there the other day. Oh, man. And now we're worried that the fucking Martians are going to come down out of the clouds, and they're going to land there in front of the White House, and Joe's going to cripple fuck his way up to the front of the White House in front of his new Marine Corps, where they all got tutus, where they've all been, mentally transformed to believe bullshit that ain't real, and they're all transgender, and they all got tutus with their pink M4s, and Joe's gonna cripple up with his fucking Vietnam era M16, and then the spaceship that lands, of the door's gonna shut down, and Darth Vader with his stormtroopers is gonna come out and start cutting people's heads off, and it's gonna be fucking Marvel Universe type bullshit. Oh yeah, bunch of bullshit.